Again tonight, a health district issuing a warning about an Ellington donut shop after a number of customers reported feeling ill. The North Central Health District is warning people not to eat products from Gerry's Donuts. According to officials, there have been several reports of customers coming down with gastrointestinal illness after eating donuts and other products from Gerry's. The health department is investigating the cause of the illnesses. Gerry's addressed its customers on Facebook, writing, "We would like to acknowledge the fact that numerous customers may have fallen ill after visiting our shop this past weekend. We take our customers' safety seriously and would like to apologize if Gerry's Donuts contributed in any way to this illness. We are not taking this lightly and will open back up for business as soon as we feel it is safe."